Hey guys, welcome back to the garage, and today we're going to be back working on the Mazda Miata. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't been following along already, I'm Billy.
I'm Lindsay, and this is our Miata.
Hey guys, welcome back to the garage.
We're going to jump back into the Miata.
Hey guys, I'm Billy, this is the Miata, and welcome back to Built. After 4 videos, it's finally time for a big update and a milestone for the center console in the Mazda Miata. Hey guys, welcome to Built, and before I go ahead and get into this video, I wanted to go ahead and touch base on a new Facebook page that I just set up for the channel. So go ahead and check that out if you're into Facebook. If not, I'm also available on Instagram, and like I always say in my videos, all my social media is linked, and that's the best way to get day-to-day updates. Also, if you want to go back and check out some of the previous playlists or videos for this channel, go ahead and check out my main YouTube page and go from there. Okay, so now for a quick recap. So the interior work started with a full color conversion from both a beige and black two-tone to a fully black interior. Now this included rewrapping the steering wheel and the door cards, as well as heated seats, a roll bar, and even a new soft top. Now this took us into the rear of the interior, where we decided that we would design a custom rear center console, including 2 side panels that would house 2 rear speakers. This process would include a lot of templating, including cardboard and foam, as well as final construction in plastic and metal. Now this brings us to where we left off in the last video, which is completion of the main construction of the center console, as well as full templating of the side panels. So one of the biggest factors I haven't mentioned for why I'm trying to get all this work done and get the edit of this video out is that we're actually intending to take our car to Miatas at the Gap. Now, if you're not familiar with the event, it's a big event up at Deals Gap in North Carolina / Tennessee, at the Tail of the Dragon, as it's more commonly known, and it's maybe one of the biggest Miata meets in the US, if not in the world. So they usually see about 12 to 1500 Miatas over the course of 3 or 4 days, and we are planning to go. Now, at the time of recording this, we do have about a week, and hopefully I'll get this video out before then, but that's really the big reason you'll see in some of these next clips that they're either quickly edited or we didn't really take time to stop and give commentary, but we're really more focused on getting the work done. Picking up from where we left off, the passenger side speaker housing was already templated out in foam, so now it's time to replicate everything in plastic. Once all the panels are cut, we can mock them up on the passenger side and start to make the brackets that'll hold everything together. Much of this process is long and tedious, so feel free to jump around the video using the chapters down below in the description. This far side bracket here will actually tie in the chassis of the car to the assembly, and this will provide a lot of the structural rigidity for the rest of the housing. So the design for this top panel actually changed a few times while we were iterating different housing constructions, but we actually went with a horizontal piece that was cut side to side that we were able to flex into the space in between the roll bar. With the top panel finally in place, we're able to line up where we want our holes for our bracketry. Now, I already mentioned the inside panel which will tie in the chassis, but there will also be 2 floating brackets that attach to the front face of the speaker housing. This ended up being a very long and tedious process, and I tried to film as much of it as I could, editing out as many points that I can where there's nothing going on. But like I said, it was a lot of iterations, but finally we wrapped it up and were able to move on to installing the speaker. We actually utilized the foam template to install our speaker first, that way we could make slight adjustments without making any changes to our ABS panel, and then transferred everything over. With the speaker panel all figured out, it's time to take everything apart and then use these pieces to transfer them over to the other side. Now, it is good to note that the other side will be a mirror image, so you want to use the opposite side of each panel to copy each design. I like using a combination of tape, clamps, and even bolts at times to hold the 2 panels together to make sure we really get a true mirror image. With the speaker panels complete, we can go ahead and wire everything up and test it to make sure it all works. With the speakers tested, we can go ahead and finish up the rest of the panels for the driver's side, as well as the brackets that are going to hold everything together. With everything replicated from the passenger side, we can go ahead and start assembling the driver's side top. Now, in this shot, you'll actually get a better view of what the brackets look like that hold the center and inside edge of this speaker housing together. With all of the panels and brackets complete, we can actually now go and fully install the rest of these rear speaker panels. Once we had everything assembled, we actually decided that the lid of the console was too short and didn't give us enough space, so we decided to make a new lid and move the bracket closer to the face of the console. If you watched the previous videos, then you'll probably recognize the procedure that we're about to use here to use heat to bend the plastic over the back of the panel. With the new lid now completed, it's time to install our latch mechanism that will serve as the lock for this panel. A few final adjustments and then it'll soon be time to put the finishing touches on this center console. To finish out the top console panels, we're actually going to use this adhesive leather material that'll help us finish out everything and make it match the actual dashboard. With the first panel completed, it's now time to focus on the lid and back panels. Now these two panels will stay attached to this middle bracket and they'll be able to be installed or removed in one piece. Now this will require us to do some final assembly using thread locker to make sure these nuts and bolts do not rattle loose. With everything removed from the console and the latch removed, we can actually now wrap this two-piece combo. With the top and back panels wrapped, it's now time to clean and fully assemble the console for what might be the final time. With the addition of the Miata logo and the fully wrapped top, here is what the finished console will look like, at least in this current iteration. Now that the center console is complete, it's now time to focus on the speaker housings. The process to wrap these panels will be the same as we used earlier, however it'll be a little bit more complicated because of the manner in which we want to do it. Now we did cheat a little bit and we did the passenger side first, and this is a recording of the driver's side where we have a smaller thin panel on the front and we actually remove the center top section so that it's not actually part of the panel wrap. When installing the panel wrapped section, we'll actually see that this allows us to install the centerpiece and roll over it, hiding all the hardware that connects everything. The thinner front section of the rollover can actually then be bolted down using the 3 bolts that hold together the front section of the speaker housing. Now the last thing to do is to trim up these side panels, which will ultimately be a project for another day to finish them out, but once we're done we should have a finished project that looks something like this. I'm gonna go ahead and take this opportunity to wrap up this video. So like I said earlier in the video, the plan with this car is to get to Miatas at the Gap. We really wanted to finish the center console before we got it up there. You know, if we have a few eyes on it and people want to ask about it, I want to have something that I can go and direct them and they can kind of really see what the process was to get this thing built. Now, it is very much still a prototype and it is one of one, and I don't at this point have plans to replicate it or anything like that. I have had a couple of friends reach out and be like, hey, you gotta build me one or something like it, whether it's for another Miata or another convertible or any kind of roadster or really any car in general for that matter. But as of right now, I don't really have any plans to replicate this, at least not myself. Maybe when I do my Civic, I'm probably gonna do a lot of more custom interior stuff, since that's gonna be really intended to be a daily driver. But other than that, this was really like a one-off, like prototype. Like, I'm gonna kind of try to make it work, but to see it really come together and kind of be in a very complete stage for the first time, it feels really good, and hopefully you guys like it. And I really appreciate everyone for watching, but I'm not gonna take up any more of your time. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.